go big or go home almost. Sentry plays so filthy. Views not as much as I feel like they should be, but like my average watch time, click-through rate, all these things are really up significantly, which is a really nice feeling. I would still like to cast Gwent next year as well. There's 2 tournaments. But I imagine that they're going to invite people that are streaming the game all the time, which I'm not. Oh! Oh my days, get absolutely cucked. Didn't even think about it, man. I was monging out. I knew it was Galactus earlier, but like, I didn't even think that I was countering them. Just caught me off guard. The Sentry is a new Series 5 card in Marvel Snap. It's going to set you back 6,000 collector tokens. I've been having so much fun with this card though, because the potential of it is utterly through the roof. You can combo it with a card called the Viper to get 19 stats for just 6 energy, which is utterly ridiculous. You cannot play the Sentry at the right location, only the left and the middle, and on reveal you add a -8 power Void to the right location. He's playing for 8 stats on his own, so that's very similar to a card like Jessica Jones. 8 stats for 4 is about the curve you want to be getting. Rescue, for example, is 9 stats for 4, but if we get the right synergies with the Void, it does just go through the roof and gets nutty. Viper is 2 energy, 3 stats. On reveal, your opponent gains control of one of your cards at this location. So we're going to leave the right location empty. On turn 4, we're going to play the Sentry, spawning the Void on its own into the right location. And then on turn 5, we're going to play Viper to give our opponent this -8 point Void that's on our side of the board. So that's 19 stats across 2 locations for just 6 energy. And we're also clogging our opponent's side of the board with a -8 point card. So things like Iron Man are getting very heavily countered, and they only have 3 cards to try and make up that deficit. It is an incredibly powerful combo. The issue is it is very easily countable. Cards like Cosmo, Aero are very, very popular, but Daredevil actually has a bunch of synergy with this combo, because on turn 5, the turn we're going to be playing the Viper, we get to see where our opponent's playing their cards. So for example, if they on turn 5 go to fill up their right location because they see, you know, it's kind of obvious that the Viper's coming, you get to see that with Daredevil. And then instead of playing this 2-point Viper or 3-point Viper into the lane where we're going to be losing with that -8 point card, we can take a Spiderman onto a different location to just lock them out of turn 6. Storm is another great combo card with the Sentry, very similar to Jessica Jones. Just play her on turn 3, then you can play your Sentry on turn 4 to hopefully secure that location, and then you can do your Viper stuff on turn 5, hopefully. Valkyrie is another great card with Sentry. It's going to cost you 6,000 collector tokens as well, though. This is a very expensive deck for sure. She's setting all cards at this location to 3 power. So if your opponent on turn number 5 does just fill up that Viper lane, so you end up having the Void still on your side of the board, you can play Valkyrie, setting everything in that location to 3 power, including your -8 point Void, and then you just play a 1-cost card alongside her on turn 6, like a Demon or Titania or Ant-Man, which is just then going to give you those extra couple of points you need to win the location. This is the rest of the deck we're playing. We've got Storm and Juggernaut as the other combo in case we don't draw the Sentry to win the Storm lane. If we can win a Storm lane, then we are pretty confident that we can win our other lane with Valkyrie. Similarly, our other way of just cheesing down a lockdown location early is going to be with Spider-Man. Spider-Man on turn 5, of course, with Daredevil is a really nice combo, and then we can just try and win our Valkyrie lane as well. Cosmo and Aero can be very big counters to this deck. Cosmo in particular on turn number 6 just ruins Valkyrie. We do want to be going into turn 6 with our opponent going first. That's another reason the -8 points of the Void is so good with Valkyrie decks, because we want to be losing going into turn 6 so that our opponent's cards reveal first, and if they play a Hulk, for example, into our Valkyrie lane, our Valkyrie is going to be hitting the Hulk down to 3 points. Whereas if I have initiative on turn 6 and I play Valkyrie and then they play Hulk into that lane, Hulk's still going to be at 12 points. So actually the -8 points from the Void helping us being down in a location is very, very important for Valkyrie decks, and another reason Sentry just works so well here. The Hood and Titania are our 2 1-cost cards we can combo with Valkyrie on turn 6 to win her location. Ant-Man is the obvious replacement if you don't have Titania in particular, because Ant-Man, if you fill the location, is going to be getting its ongoing ability and then getting set to 3. So it's going to be working at 6 points, and all you need to be doing is winning the Valkyrie lane by a couple of points. Also Sunspot, if you have 1 spare energy, if you just play Valkyrie and your Sunspot's already down, you can set your Sunspot to 3 power, and then if you don't spend that last energy, it's going to grow by 1 point. If you've got a 4 location, your opponent's got a 4 location, they're going to have 12 points, you're going to have 13 points. Wasp and Yellow Jacket make the cut because we just need enough bodies in our Valkyrie lane. A lot of the time you don't want points on the board early because you want your opponent to be going first. And Wasp and Yellow Jacket plus Valkyrie plus a 1-drop mean that you can fill a full location in 1 turn with Valkyrie. Your opponent's going to have a lot of guesswork. They're not going to see it coming, and it's not quite as obvious. And if they've got that Cosmo, you've probably got a couple of lanes that you could still be Valkyrieing to keeping your opponent guessing. Sunspot's in there because we do skip a lot of turns. However, we are lacking armor in this deck. Armor is definitely a key option. You might want to replace Juggernaut or perhaps the Yellow Jacket to get armor in if you're getting Killmongered too often. If you guys like the video, please do like it and subscribe for more Marvel Snap content. In fairness, we don't tend to want to play Titania early anyway, so when we draw her, like, this is another reason the hood is maybe not that important, because like you don't really want to play Titania early though. Is it just me or the number of bots have gone down a lot? Yeah, I would agree. Maybe they're just becoming better at being disguised. Uh-oh. Craven, New York. Storm is Omega bad of the Sentry. I guess this is like Storm here. Why not, really, right? Yeah, why not?
Wind, aid my hand.
Decision then is Sentry mid or Sentry left. Sentry left. I'm gonna snap. It's just a safe snap almost because Spiderman in New York surely wins me 2 cubes, or I can try and do some shenanigans with Valk instead. Yeah, we're going for the Spiderman play to deny them playing Heimdall. Storm Spiderman is just 2-cube machine. We're gonna hit them
Friendly neighborhood Spiderman here.
They might not think we have it. Because they can move Vulture in. They probably think they're beating us. Spoiler alert, they aren't. Haha, easy. Why did they not move Vulture? Why did they move? Easy! 4 cubes! Hello!
Wind, aid my hand.
Surely they play a card here. We steal Titania back and maybe we get away with it. Love it. Thank you. They just give us the win in the storm lane. So bad. Such a bad play from us, but it worked out. Big problem with Sandman is it's like, even though his ability is insanely powerful, like drawing this card on playing this card on 4, just 1 power is so slow. 6 cost Spider-Man. That's O flipping P, ladies and gents. How can we lose, mate? No sign of armor yet. Although Iceman would suggest they're not playing Killmonger, so we're probably not too scared. Sentry's a really nice find. Not sure how Viper works with Titania though. I would imagine Titania moves first and then the Sentry. Nah, actually.
Wind.
So I guess in theory you could Viper Titania, she moves to your opponent's side and then comes back to your side. I think that's how it would work. Six cost Spider-Man. Who plays White Queen and Iceman together, bro? Like, what are you doing, fam? You donut! You're so stupid! So rude. 6-2 Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's pretty scary. Valkyrie doesn't reset Dino because it's ongoing. I'm now losing the left. I think we're just losing this game. Ooh, that is the card. Wow. Wowza. We just found the win condition. GG. Jug wins games, ladies and gents. We found the win con. Yeah, the reason I don't like Mojo in this list is it costs 2. You can't play mate, I can actually do a good Conor McGregor walk, I'll have you know. You can't play Mojo and Valkyrie on the same turn, so she's just bad. There's no way she's correct. Is Mojo a she? I don't know. I didn't mean to call Mojo a she, to be honest. I was talking about Valkyrie being a she. Seems like an easy snap, no? Sunspot with Elysium, pretty OP. I'd like to take this moment to apologize to absolutely nobody. All for it. Good one, how's it going to snap? It's going good, man. Valkyrie deck's still not popping off that much, but like in terms of win rate, it's very fun. Let's like give up on Lockjaw lane. It's not happening. Very good, Connor. So we're looking for the Viper to combo with Sentry. I still do miss the yellow jacket in this deck. I cannot lie to you. Because one problem we have with Sentry is even though it's good for the Valkyrie lane is we're often leaving this lane open. So yellow jacket really would be a nice addition. The problem is what the hell do you cut for it? And the only real option is armor. I'm gonna do an Essex accent. The water in Majorca don't taste like it oughta. How's that? I think that's more Essexy. My mum's Essex girl, but she died when I was very young. Otherwise, I'd have it nailed, mate. I would have a way more Essexy accent as well. My dad brought me up, and he's a northerner. Magneto on the void. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And we flipping drew the Viper as well. What a sad time to be alive. That's a heartbreaker. Do we just go for it? Do we just believe in the power of the Viper? Of course! What could possibly go wrong, lad? The 16 swing. Well, sorry, 19 swing. 19-point Viper. We're probably going to give them flipping Daredevil, bruv. We don't really care if we give them Sentry. We're already losing this lane. They already know. Mad thing. Huh? It was the win con, right? Thing is, we can still lose mid because of Drac. 50-50 works out and don't. Only thing is, like, this is what else are we playing this turn, right? Nothing else made sense, and even if we hit Sentry, it doesn't matter. Daredevil would have actually been the worst, because if we hit like Sentry, if we hit Daredevil, we're still losing. But then they'd see where we play 10-5. So Daredevil was actually the worst. Sentry the mid, the void the best. Of course, usually you can't Magneto until 6 anyway, which you've usually Vipered by then. Drac, though, can play up to 20 points. We probably just put Drac on like 12. 5 cards in hand. Oh, wow. Swarm. Infinite. Holy moly. Okay. Some Infinite. We can actually still beat this if we find the Valk. Do we play Storm? The only reason we should play Storm is if we find Valk. Which even then we don't need to. I guess we don't play her. I mean... If we do play her left... And the reason we play her is if we're scared of Doctor Doom. Valk would be so nice here. Eh? The Wasp? You flipping what, mate? We beat Doom to the right. It's just about what Drac hits. 3 cards in hand. We can play 1. We beat Chavez. We're 7 plus 5. We're 12 ahead. I'd imagine we lose the tiebreaker if it hits a Hulk. Magneto's already out. We beat Chavez. Giganto, Hulk, Death. They definitely play Death. And they almost certainly play Chavez. Good chance we're losing, but I don't think it's a retreat. Death has already been discarded. Thanks. Improves our odds pretty significantly. They don't play anything. That's bizarre. Why would they not play their lowest card? Maybe... Maybe they're just all the same power? Yeah, like... Oh, okay, so they didn't want to play Swordmaster because... It was going to discard one of their cards. I think as we like, I've been avoiding playing the Hood here so I can Viper Sentry. But like, we can just Valk this lane, right? Just play to win another one. Like Valk, we wanna Valk the Hood. This is good. We've been playing the Hood not into our Valk lane too often because I'm trying to like Viper stuff. I guess we just go Storm mid because of Oscorp Tower. And then the decision is if we go Sentry or Jug. Quite like the look of the Jug, to be honest. Then we could just Sentry the next turn. On 5. And then on 6 we go Valkyrie plus a card. Okay. It's not going to be Jug. I guess we just take the Sentry. It's 10 stats. Should be nice and safe. Oh, wow. That is bad. So, we actually have a whole nother turn to play here. Wait, is it bad? Maybe it's secretly good. So we can Sentry here. And then we go Wasp. Valkyrie. Depends how many bodies they get in. Because surely it's not Valkyrie, surely it's going to be Viper, right? It's going to be Viper. Which hopefully win the 50-50. We either give them a -2 or a -8. So again, playing the Hood to the right actually did end up being pretty flipping bad. It's a weird one, man. The Hood feels very weird right now. You don't want to play into your Storm lane. You want to play into your Valkyrie lane. Oh my goodness. This feels like a really bad play. To be honest, I don't rate this play at all. They have the Goose there. Ah, the benefit is we have the Daredevil. Daredevil's just insane on this turn. Triple Storm, mate. I refuse to lose a Triple Storm, and she's like one of my favorite cards in the flipping game. Jug also very risky because it puts stuff into another lane. Such a wet board, it really is. Okay, so Valk just wins. Some more stats for the tiebreaker. GG. Daredevil popping off yet again. Did you? Must be global warming. Fantastic. Oh shoot, Nightcrawler. How did Nightcrawler get to 3 points, guys? Because of Valkyrie? Oh god, that's embarrassing. Oh my days. What? So unaware. Worth a couple of cubes. For the entertainment value, I would say. Still not really liking armor that much, if I'm honest. Does just feel like a necessary. Can we get rid of Sunspot on package? I don't think you can get rid of Sunspot. Maybe we can. Without Professor X, Sunspot hasn't been as good. But like with yellow, like now we've added Yellow Jacket as well. It's like we're just gonna skip so many turns. In fairness though, like the addition of Sentry does mean that we are more inclined to play a card on 4 before we're like very likely to skip. Yo, Sub Club, bro. That also made me laugh a lot. Have you guys heard of this word before? Calisthenics? I don't even know how to pronounce it, bro. Is it even a real word? I'm not convinced. I'm doing real good, man. How are you? Should we maybe bin off armor? I feel like we should bin off armor. We can keep the Sunspot probably. We could bin it off as well though. I mean, wouldn't really want to play Jug anyway, to be honest. We're just gonna, I guess, slam Valk. I can't slam Valk here. We'll know if Valk's winning. Depends how many cards they play. We also can only Titania. Oh, Captain Marvel. It's like the best card for us, basically. Yellow Jacket popping off, guys. I told you Yellow Jacket's too good not to play. And I was right. Look at this. No other card in the game is letting us win here. We still need a card to play to the left. I can't play. Oh, God. So we're actually losing. There's no way they know that though, right? There's no way that they actually think they're beating us. Like to stay, yeah, there we go. This is a nice little bluff.